Hello, CAMBUS drivers. Welcome to another episode of CAMBUS News. My name is Caleb,
And I'm Aurora.
and today we'll be your host.
In today's segment, we'll be covering construction zones and current detours, current O2 promotions, route and bus specific items, the rodeo, and scholarships.
The speed limit in all construction zones, that is, wherever construction workers place cones, is 15 miles per hour. Use extreme caution in all of these areas and do not drive faster than 50 miles per hour.
The Newton Road Access Road, which Hawkeye Pennicrest and Research Park use, is currently a single lane road. There is enough space for our vehicles to drive, but the space is tight. Be cautious. Same goes for Elliott Drive. Only let one bus through at a time. If you arrive at Elliott and see that another bus is there, yield to them.
To elaborate a little further on Elliott Drive, we'll watch a brief video demonstration. If bus 2 is turning left from Newton Road to Elliott Drive before a bus preparing a right turn from Elliott Drive to Newton Road, bus 1 must yield before turning right. Bus 2 must use both lanes of traffic when making this turn, so bus 1 must stop since we cannot fit two buses through the turn at the same time.
If bus 1 is turning right from Elliott Drive to Newton Road before a bus preparing a left turn from Newton Road to Elliott Drive, bus 2 must yield before turning left. We cannot fit two buses through the turn at the same time.
Buses turning left from Newton Road to Elliott Drive must treat the turn like a blue route driving through Hampshire. That is, the driver should use their hazards through the duration of the turn and proceed with extreme caution. Soon, the driving situation for Elliott Drive will be modified to only permit one-way traffic. Until then, please continue to drive through this section of Elliott Drive with extreme caution so we avoid any preventable collisions. Finkbine Commuter Drive railroad track construction continues. As a result, Hospital has become two separate temporary bus routes, Arena to WCTC and Finkbine to WCTC. Look at the route map that we've shown here. Additionally, Finkbine Pennicrest is not servicing Finkbine Commuter Lot.
Finally, VA Loop Shuttle is not servicing Finkbine Commuter Lot. The bus has a temporary detour route.
Both intersections on Jefferson Street are undergoing construction. Multiple lanes of traffic are closed, so please observe the situation carefully and maintain square turns in order to avoid running over traffic cones. Be mindful that all buses now have to cross multiple lanes when exiting McBride Hall. Use caution and allow yourself enough room to merge into the flow of traffic.
And also, please look at your clipboards for detours. Be prepared to help out any fellow drivers who are unaware of how the routes have changed, and don't be afraid to ask a support member for clarifications.
We are still accepting applicants for transit operator trainer, and applications for the position will not close until the openings are filled.
You should apply.
Being a trainer has a few perks. You get to meet new drivers, you get to work with a cool team of people, and you get to help CAMBUS run smoother.
And not to mention, it looks really good on a resume. You get to build your teamwork and leadership skills, and if you've had your CDL for 2 years or more, you actually get to work with trainees in the earlier pre-DOT portion of their training called ELDT. That is what our full-time trainers, Jason Andre, work with.
And you also get to work on making CAMBUS news.
Yay!
When driving South Campus Shuttle, Voxman Music Building is a time point, not a mandatory stop. This is different, as most of our time points are also mandatory stops.
So if you're approaching Voxman Music Building and you see you're on time or late to the leave time, you can continue driving without stopping in the cutout. However, if you're approaching Voxman and you're early to the leave time, please stop your bus in the cutout and wait till the leave time. This ensures that South Campus Shuttle is running on time and is not gaining unnecessary time with each round. If you're ever in doubt, just remember that the leave time from Voxman is always 4 minutes after the McBride leave time.
Skipping the Voxman stop when you are required to service it is a B6 work rule violation. Always operate a route as designed and never alter a scheduled route without prior authorization.
On the flip side, Clinton Street and Iowa Avenue is a mandatory stop for South Campus Shuttle, so drivers must stop here on all rounds. It is currently the only route where this stop is mandatory. Please ensure that your radio volume is set to a louder volume than your music.
Recently, dispatchers have been having trouble connecting with drivers that they need to communicate with over the radio. Drivers should check their radio volume during the walk-around to avoid missing any transmissions during their shift.
There are a few ways you can check the radio volume without clogging up the transmissions. The first way is to turn the channel knob from channel 2 and back to 1. The second way is to press the channel 1 button. And while it is possible to press the transmission button to check your volume, the issue is that this prevents other transmissions from being made in that moment. So you're preventing others from speaking over the radio if they have something to say. So the first one is turning the knob from channel 2 to channel 1. And then the second one is hitting the channel 1 button. And then theoretically, you could do this, but not good. You know what time of year it is.
CAMBUS Rodeo Time! The rodeo is this Saturday, May 27th at 9 a.m. at the Hot Pot.
At the rodeo, we compete by driving a bus on an obstacle course. Prizes are given to the best drivers. It is super fun. There is also free food, which I know you crave.
Make sure you sign up if you haven't already. If you're a support member, you'll be judging, so be prepared. The scholarship application deadline has been extended to this Friday, May 26, 2023. Mia sent all drivers a reminder on Monday with a link to the scholarship and information on amended eligibility requirements.
Score yourself some free money. Thanks for watching this segment of CAMBUS News.
Go Hawks!
Like, subscribe, and ring that bell.